So we decided to place a halftime bet for UCLA plus 9.5. I think they can pull it off. Their defense is looking really good since they returned to the second half, even though we're only a minute and a half in. But I think we should be able to pull off this bet. The odds weren't really in our favor, but we think we can make it win. Boo! We needed to just be within 9.5. Overtime, here we come. Overtime, here we come. Watch our dance. What the? We won! Did you see that?
Yeah! Yep. Too cold to plant right now, but I did get it done. Let's talk a little bit about this strategy moving forward. One more time, I think. One more time, because I don't know. I don't want to stay in something too long. Bore drilling, I'm going to go in heavy on that. I mean, I'm going to go in heavy. And see if it can't work for me one last time. Bringing me up to top of the pack, top of the leaderboard, beating everybody. I mean, that's going to be Joe, Jayme, Chris. Take them all out. You can take them all out with one trade if Boar will just do like it do and win for me, baby.
Break it.
Yeah.
You don't want to break that third one, huh? What's up, y'all? How you guys doing? This is Joe from Successfulish. The other day I was out at this job and I had basically categorized it as the full definition, or excuse me, the real definition of a full gut. Let's take you inside and see what a full gut looks like. Oh yeah. That's our chemicals that are still on the ground. We're spraying everything down with an antimicrobial. You can see here we still have a ton left to spray. Those are all mold spores that have just penetrated the wood. So we have a ton here still left to spray. And those are all mold spores. That's all mold right there. Covered. How's this? Is this good? Kind of a busy street down here. I'm at a new Airbnb. We had to move again. Last time.
Team, I think we need to make a change. And before I even explain what the change that we're gonna make is, I wanna back up a little bit. And we're gonna talk about what I'm doing, what online poker is, and how people win at it. Modern poker can really be broken down into 4 different categories right now. Live poker, online poker, cash games, and tournaments. Live poker means you're sitting down physically in a chair with physical cards in your hand, physical chips, looking around at other people. Online poker, obviously, as we've seen, is primarily what I've done in this show. I'm sitting in front of a computer, staring at little blinking lights, making strategic poker decisions. The difference between cash poker and tournament poker, however, is a little more complicated. Basically, cash poker means that if you buy in for $500, you're gonna get $500 in casino chips, and you're gonna wager each casino chip at its face value. You can stop at any time, and whatever you cash out with is what you keep. Tournament poker, on the other hand, is a little different. You basically pay an entry fee up front, and in return you get tournament chips. You can't just walk up to the cashier cage and cash them out. These tournament chips are like Monopoly money. They're only good in the context of that poker tournament you're playing that day. Eventually you have first, second, third place, with the majority of the money going to the people who finish at the very top. There are going to be a lot of poker tournaments where you do everything right, but for one reason or another, typically bad luck, sometimes bad play, oftentimes it's difficult to tell the difference, you'll just won't win that day. Maybe you won't cash, you won't make a final table, sometimes you lose every tournament for the day.
Hey guys, it's Jayme with Successfulish. And we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into the bets we made last week. The first bet we made last week was on the 2021 NCAA Men's Basketball Championship, Baylor versus Gonzaga. We went back and forth on which bet to take. We knew Baylor was gonna win. We could feel it in our heart of hearts. And we settled on Baylor plus 4.5 at -110 odds. it seemed like a lock, and it actually was in this case. We decided a plus 4.5 spread would be a good way to sort of hedge our risk in this situation. So we placed 2 units on Baylor plus 4.5, and guys, we won our bet. And the second bet we made, we placed our first Major League Baseball bet of the year on the Padres games. Who were they playing? I can't even remember who they were playing right now. But we chose over 8. I don't even know why I chose that. Maybe I meant to put under 8, but the score was 5-3 Padres winning. Should have just chosen the Padres to win, but we're gonna chalk that up to it being a brand new season and put that one behind us. So for last week, we're 1 win and 1 loss. Yeah, back to broke, or back to even.
There you go. Sit. Now down. No, nuh-uh. Down. Roll over. Touch. All right. Shake. Yeah, he's so smart. Gosh, you're so smart. You know what else is even cool? Dan. You guys remember Dan? He's probably gonna pop up over here somewhere. He got me into VVPR, which he did not buy himself, and Romeo, which he did not buy himself, and VVPR 8. It totally did. It went boom as soon as I bought it. I was even able to get out of that, and I made a pretty good profit on both. Thanks, Dan. Your bad advice just happened to turn into good advice. That was terrible advice because, well, no, maybe it was good advice because you got lucky. You know what he bought? Fisker. Tells me to buy this other crap. He buys Fisker, the luxury exotic car. Yeah. Do I have any friends?
So let's talk about where we are thus far. We have definitely not had the results that we really would have hoped for. Right now, last week Kaleb had said that he was in last place. I guess I just kind of dawned on me, there really is a competition between us four, more than just a show. So now that I know that, we're racing, or we're, effectively trying to, beat each other. As we had talked about last week, we're kind of locked up in a couple of those option trades when selling the covered call, or we have a covered call and a covered put. We own 100 shares of iBio, and we sold the 250 calls for $28, and we sold the 250 puts to lock up $250 in cash, but collected a premium of $14 for CBAT. But I'm looking for a trade that's really gonna make some money. I will be out of Dallas in less than 7 days. So I'm going home and I'm putting my options hat on, and I am going to really do what it's gonna be necessary to really make some good money. Please leave me a comment of whatever you can do, but be gentle, because I have by far been the biggest buffoon in all of this, just because I've been making these bonehead moves.
When I get done dropping this guy off at school, yes, he goes to school, I'm gonna show you how I've been picking these stocks. I'm gonna actually, I'll draw it out for you, what I look for before I buy. Yeah, cool. No one's in here today. We'll do it here. Okay, class, let me show you how we're gonna pick these things. It doesn't erase very well, so we'll leave it. Let's say, we take a look at the chart and it goes, whoop, whoop, whoop. Something like that. Kind of like candlesticks. As it dips, you might think, I'm gonna buy right there because there's a dip, buy the dip, which was what I was doing. But then you know what would happen? It would continue going down, and now I own it here. But what you really want to do, but you're really actually looking before you enter the position for lateral movement. You want it to start doing this. It goes lateral for a minute. No more roller coaster. That's a sign of support, and that's about as low as it's gonna get. I'm not saying it's perfect, but that is a basic way to get a grasp on what you're trying to do, what you should be doing. And then we exit that bad boy when it goes up like that. I have bought and sold out of several positions over the last several weeks at a profit. Every single one of them, almost back up to my starting point of 1,000. And I'm gonna blow past it in the coming weeks. I'm about to put all these suckers to shame.
part of the problem with options, well, it's not a problem, but I can only trade them, I can only buy them when the market is open, the stock market is open. So depending on where you live, back in California where I live in San Diego, it's open from 6:30 to 1. Here it's 8:30 to 3, which is like prime time work hours. I can't even like execute I don't think at least I can execute a market order to just get picked up when the market opens. I think the market has to be open. Let me check that actually. I'm not 100% sure on that, but nonetheless, we need to be more successful-ish at this. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, all of the above. Smash the like button. Jayme, did you do something to your lips?
So the plan is to play some more live poker. The closest casino is in Tunica, Mississippi. It's about 90 minutes from here. They have some moderately good small stakes games. The downside is, in large part, that it's 90 minutes from here and that they charge a $6 per hand rake. The second option is to play some home games. These would be underground games where the legality of them is suspect. I'm not sure how they're going to feel about me filming, and we may have to be a little surreptitious if we're going to do that. The second sticky piece of this equation is bankroll requirements. So we started this challenge with $1,000. We were playing $3 to $5 tournaments, meaning that if we went on a terrible down streak and lost 25, 30, 40 tournaments in a row, we'd still have most of our bankroll intact. However, these live games, as easy as they are to beat, play significantly bigger than $3 to $5 buy-in. The smallest stakes games in Tunica are a $300 buy-in game. The home games around here are typically the same, $200, $300, $400 minimum needed to jump into this game. Right now our bankroll is just about $1,000 again. It's really not enough in a traditional poker sense to be able to play a game that costs $300. Nonetheless, it's a calculated risk we're gonna go ahead and try to take. We're gonna play some medium stakes poker, live poker in this case, 1-3, 1-2, some home games and some casino games. We're gonna see if we can finally get something going.
Go ahead, put the tally down. I got 1-2 combos on me, moving like I'm Pacquiao. Pull up in a foreign whip, have foreign bitches freaking out. Got them pulling phones out when they see me hopping out. Fly around, Cali bound. I don't do relationships cause I know they can't hold me down. Making moves in Louis V, I step around the tan and brown. Keep my head above the rim, I'm ballin' like I'm Shannon Brown. We the ones that's ballin' now, yeah. Celebrate the